lesson after that is here's how you're going to cure your disease. And say this, Keely: all my bodies are free of the potentially lethal liver disease that my doctors told me I was hosting 7 years ago.
Right. Okay, I'm saying that to myself, and I've just got an immediate yes.
Okay, because they have been for about 6.5 years when you got your negative medical liver biopsy that proved that the disease was gone, yes?
I think it might even be more than that now. I think it might be about 8 years.
Okay, your time flies when you're miserable, right? They come in, and they're trying to learn this. And you wrote it with me.
Yeah, it's still my favorite way of learning.
Okay, what would you say to somebody who is just opened the basic text tutorial? What do they need to hear?
I don't know. I mean, I have to think about that. I don't know if they have to hear anything because everything is, it takes you step by step.
To get themselves started. And what exactly does the basic text tutorial do? Like the questions in there that they're given to test, what do those questions do for people? Why do they need to test those things? Because there's nothing in there about curing herpes or cancer.
Because they'll learn how to recognize their signals. They'll learn how to interpret the signals that they're getting.
Okay, so give me an example. One of the things they're given to test is, do I feel any differently right now? So hold your finger up and test that. This is one of the questions in this text tutorial that they're given to test. So they can see your finger signal. The other side would be better. Okay.
So what am I asking?
Do I feel, your question you're asking yourself is, do I feel any different? And see if you get a signal on that.
Do I feel any different from what?
From how I felt 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was a yes.
And can you see what the difference is?
I feel less tired and a little more engaged.
Okay. So this is what so you interpreted that. Is that what an interpretation is? What you just did?
Yeah, what I was doing was I was looking at myself to see what the difference was. I wasn't, and then as I was saying it, I noticed that my finger was twitching, so that was the signal that what I was saying was on target.
Okay, so you kept getting signals right through what you were saying.
Right.
Right, okay. And what's the interpretation? Okay, you're more engaged and less tired. Is there something to interpret about that, or is that the interpretation?
That's the interpretation.
Okay. And the signal confirms when you say the interpretation or think it, the signal confirms it.
Right.
Right. And so here are I'm going to just tell you, but I'm going to move this onto the screen so people can see this. Here is the list of lessons that are in this thing, and that one of them is immunic removal actions, which are things like all my bodies are free of pathology. Do that one.
All my bodies are free of pathology. Okay.
Okay, so maybe it took a second, so maybe there was a pathology in there, and when you were...
Yes, I felt that there was.
And you were saying it, and you removed it and then you got the yes.
Right.
So that's one way to remove a pathology. You just say you're free of them, and then you won't get a yes till you are, which might be a minute for a newbie, and it was only a second or so for you. Okay.
It was a few seconds, right.
Yeah. So then the next lesson after that is here's how you're going to cure your disease. And say this, Keely: all my bodies are free of the potentially lethal liver disease that my doctors told me I was hosting 7 years ago.
Right, okay, I'm saying that to myself, and I just got an immediate yes.
Okay, because they have been for about 6.5 years when you got your negative medical liver biopsy that proved that the disease was gone, yes?
I think it might even be more than that now. I think it might be about 8 years.
Okay, your time flies, right?